Well, a long-awaited moment for a Minnesota family as they lay to rest Eugene Yost, who was killed in the Korean War in 1950. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. After nearly 70 years, the family of Eugene Yost is saying a proper goodbye.
Fox 9's Paul Bloom joins us live from Fort Snelling with the story tonight. And Paul, Yost's family says it has been a long time coming.
Karen and Tim, this was special. You know, Eugene Yost's parents had died long ago without ever knowing what happened to their 18-year-old son. Well, today, his surviving siblings in the U.S. military laid him to rest right here where he belongs in Minnesota.
Thank you for bringing him home. Thank you for allowing us to lay him to rest.
It was a service Elsie Ditslear had waited 68 years for. A chance to say a formal goodbye to her big buddy, older brother Gene.
I'll remember the rest of my life the soldier that came to the door and handed my father the telegram. I was right beside him because I was also my dad's buddy. And he cried, and I cried. Only time I ever seen my dad cry.
Sergeant Eugene Yost was just 18 when he left his family's Minnesota farm, joined the Army, and shipped out to fight in the Korean War. He went missing in 1950. Without a body, the military officially declared him dead 3 years later. His family never certain of his fate, whether he was indeed killed by the North Koreans or perhaps held captive somewhere. Niece Gail Delaska made it her life's mission to find out, actually tattooing Gene's dog tags on her arm.
His family, no one gets left behind or forgotten. So not knowing what ever happened to him was a mystery.
The family worked with the military, submitted their DNA, and recently learned that there was a match. Turns out Sergeant Yost's unidentified remains were recovered in 1953 and buried in an unknown soldier's grave in Hawaii. He finally came home Wednesday with water cannons and loved ones greeting his casket at the airport. After Friday morning's funeral services, in which his family was posthumously awarded his medals, Yost was laid to rest at Fort Snelling with full military honors.
A little bit of everything. And I was so happy they found him after 68 years. And I just wish more of my family could be here. I'm glad he's home. It's sad because he's dead, but he's home.
And Yost's family has since learned that Eugene had died, shot to death by enemy fire. His body then washed down a mountain where it remained for 3 years. By the time it was recovered, there was no way to identify him. The U.S. military reporting today there still remains about 8,000 Americans unaccounted for from the Korean War. Reporting live from the Fort Snelling National Cemetery tonight, Paul Bloom, Fox 9.